Right now, thousands of families are stuck in one of the toughest real estate decisions they ever faced. They have outgrown their current home, but they're terrified of making the wrong move. Do we upsize now? Do we wait? Do we rent out our current house? What if the market drops further? What if prices explode again in few years and we miss the opportunity? And maybe the biggest fear of all, what if we take on a massive mortgage and regret it? I'm Vishal Kapoor with Century 21 Miller, and today on Real Estate Wisdom with Vish, we are talking about one of the biggest emotional and financial dilemmas facing homeowners in Canada today. Let's be honest. For years, Canadians got used to one thing. Real estate only goes up. People bought homes confidently because appreciation was doing a lot of the heavy lifting. You could stretch financially and still feel okay because rates were low, prices were rising, and liquidity was everywhere. But today, the math feels very different. Interest rates changed psychology. Now families are asking, what if I can't sell my current house? What if I don't get the price I expected? What if I become house poor? What if I buy bigger and the market stays flat? And honestly, these are smart questions. One thing I see constantly as a realtor, people don't just buy square footage. They buy lifestyle, future dreams, status, school districts, family comfort, and sometimes emotional validation. That bigger kitchen, it's not about cabinets. It's about imagining family dinners. The extra bedroom is about imagining your kids growing into teenagers. That detached house, it's often tied to a feeling of we finally made it. And there's nothing wrong with that. But problems start when emotional decisions completely overpower financial reality. The upsizing trap. Here's where many families get trapped. They look at the future value of the bigger home and say, one day this house will be worth way more anyway. But appreciation is not guaranteed on your timeline. A lot of buyers today are making a dangerous assumption that future appreciation will rescue today's cash flow pain. That is speculation disguised as confidence. Key point, if your monthly payment is stressing your life today, future appreciation may not emotionally save you. Because wealth on paper means very little if your stress increases, your flexibility disappears, or your quality of life suffers. Should you rent out your current home? This is another huge conversation happening right now. Many homeowners say maybe we keep the current property and rent it out. And on paper, it sounds smart. Build a portfolio, keep appreciating assets, become long-term investors. But reality is more nuanced. Questions to ask. Before converting your home into a rental, ask yourself, can the property truly cash flow? Or are you subsidizing the tenant every month? Do you have emergency reserves? Vacancies, repairs, rate increases, they happen. Are you emotionally prepared to be landlords? Because passive income is rarely passive in the beginning. Are you over-concentrated in one asset class, especially in one geographic market? The fear of missing out, FOMO. Now let's talk about the invisible pressure nobody admits openly, FOMO. Many buyers are scared not because they need a bigger home today. They are scared they may never be able to afford it later. And honestly, that fear is understandable. In markets like the GTA, people have watched detached homes move hundreds of thousands of dollars over time. So, buyers think if I don't stretch today, maybe I will be permanently priced out tomorrow. The contrarian idea most people never consider. But what if there's another option that sits between buying bigger and staying stuck? What if you don't buy the bigger house? What if you rent the lifestyle instead? Think about that. The conventional mindset. In Canada, we've been conditioned to believe if you want a bigger lifestyle, you must buy a bigger property. Bigger family, buy bigger. Need a better neighborhood, buy bigger. Want luxury finishes, buy bigger. But in today's interest rate environment, buying bigger often means dramatically higher mortgage payments, larger down payments, higher property taxes, higher maintenance cost, and significantly more financial pressure. The rent the lifestyle strategy. So, here's the alternative some financially savvy families are quietly exploring. Keep your current smaller property as an investment, rent it out, and instead of buying a bigger home, rent the bigger lifestyle you want. Okay, let's say your current townhouse or semi-detached home carries a manageable mortgage. You rent it out and then lease a larger detached home in a premium neighborhood for your family. Now, compare that to buying that same detached home today. The big difference? When you buy the bigger house, you taking on massive mortgage debt, interest rate risk, closing cost, land transfer tax, maintenance exposure, and reduced flexibility. But when you rent the bigger house, you're essentially paying a monthly premium for lifestyle access without committing to the long-term debt. In some cases, the extra monthly cost between owning a smaller property and renting a luxury home can actually be less painful than carrying a massive upgraded mortgage. Now you're going to ask Vish why this strategy appeals to some families. Because psychologically, it changes the game. You still get the bigger backyard, the better school district, the luxury kitchen, the extra bedrooms, the lifestyle your family wants. But financially, you may preserve liquidity, investment flexibility, lower risk, and peace of mind. Important reality check. Now, this strategy is not for everyone. Some people deeply value ownership security. Others want long-term control over their home. And many Canadians still strongly believe in building equity through ownership. And that's valid. Here's the balanced perspective. Here's the mature way to think about upsizing. Upsizing is not automatically good or bad. It depends on your income stability, your time horizon, your stress tolerance, your family goals, and your liquidity position. Good reasons to upsize. You may be in a strong position if your household income is stable. You still have healthy savings after closing. The payments fit your lifestyle comfortably. And you plan to stay long enough to ride market cycles. You have some bad reasons to upsize. You may want to pause if you are relying entirely on your future appreciation. You have minimal reserves. You are stretching your dollar, or the move is mainly driven by comparison and social pressure. Sometimes most people miss. In real estate, timing the market perfectly is almost impossible. But structuring life properly, that matters a lot more. Sometimes the smartest move is upgrading. Sometimes the smartest move is staying put and strengthening your financial foundation. And sometimes the smartest move is renting the lifestyle while keeping your investment assets working in the background. A home should support your life, not silently consume it. Here's the final thought. The truth is, there's no universal answer. Some families will build enormous wealth by upsizing during uncertain markets. Others will create more freedom by staying disciplined and avoiding unnecessary pressure. And some may discover that flexibility itself is a financial advantage. The key is understanding the difference between strategic growth and emotional overextension. And remembering this, you don't always have to own the lifestyle to experience the lifestyle. I'd love to hear your perspective. If you were in this position today, would you upsize, stay put, or rent the lifestyle instead? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you know someone struggling with the exact dilemma right now, share this episode with them. I'm Vishal Kapoor, and this has been Real Estate Wisdom with Vish. See you in the next episode. Bye for now. Disclaimer. The information provided in this podcast is for informational purpose only and should not be considered as financial or investment advice. Consult with your professional before making any real estate decisions.